What's up guys, in this video we're going to cover how we have generated over $765,000 in 90 days with Klaviyo email marketing, and this is going to be case study, a complete breakdown of what we have done to achieve these results, and I'm going to walk you through all the things that we have done so that you can implement these things on your email marketing and increase your revenue and your profit margin. The first thing that we have done to achieve these results for this brand, we have improved their email structure, and what I mean by that is that they had a low click-through rate. Their buttons were buried down in the email. Whenever your customers open your emails, you need to have your button, your CTA above default, which is the first part of the email, because many people don't scroll past above default. So what we have done here is that we have added the call to actions and buttons above default, which has significantly increased the click-through rate and therefore the revenue, because more people will click on your emails and more people will buy from you. So I have an example from the Bombas just to show you how they are managing to have their buttons above default. And you always want to have your button here because when they open your email, they want to see an instant option to continue with exploring the product or placing the order. It doesn't really matter if it's a campaign or a flow, you always need to have this. Then the second thing regarding the email structure and the emails is that their email copy was not good enough. It was hard to read and they were trying to achieve 2 or more goals. So what we have done with their emails is that we have made their copy easy to read, and this is very important because most of your customers just open your emails and they just want to scan your email. They don't want to read a long text. They just want to see if there's something for them in there. So for that reason, you need to make your copy easy to read. And what I advise you to do is that whenever you're writing your emails, use the app called Hemingway app. And I have prepared you an example how this tool can help you with seeing if your text is easy to read or hard to read. So in this example, you can see on the right side, Hemingway app tells you what's the readability level. You always want to keep your readability level on 4th grade or below. And if you do that, your text is going to be easier to read and you will make more sales because more people will understand what you're saying and more people will find it effortless for them to read. And in this example, you can see it's the text that communicates the same thing as the previous one, but you can see the readability level is on the 3rd grade, which is really good. And for that reason, this copy will have a higher conversion rate than the previous one. So the app is called Hemingway app, and I will just link it down below in the description. So then the second thing that we have improved regarding their structure is that every email was focused on the single goal. If you want to achieve more goals with one email, that's very bad because you will split the effort and you will make your customers think more. And if you do that, they will just like have a higher friction and stuff. So every email of yours should have only one goal in mind. Is it to check the blog post? Is it to buy the product? Is it to check the social media? Whatever, always have one goal per email. And if you want to achieve 2 or more goals, you can just like send more campaigns for each of the goals that you want to achieve. Then we have implemented headlines that capture the attention. They were usually benefit oriented or a discount. You always want to have a headline because when your customers open your email, it is something that tells them there's something for you in this email. Keep scrolling, keep reading, and that way you get their attention so that ultimately they buy from you. We have used the direct response copywriting, so every email, as I mentioned, elicits one action and the copy is adapted for that actions based on what is the goal that we want to achieve. Then the next thing is that we have significantly optimized their sign-up form. They had an okay offer. It's 10% off discount, but the problem is that their sign-up form was not very direct. So we have changed the copy on their sign-up form and stated the offer in the more direct way. And I have prepared you an example of how a direct copy versus indirect copy look like. So on the left side, we have direct copy. You can see immediately when you see the sign-up form, it stands out and you know what the sign-up form is about. You understand that you're going to get 20% off discount if you enter your email. That's how it should be. But if you try to make your sign-up form lengthy or you're not direct, as in this example, which starts like become a VIP, exclusive products and deals, 10% off your first order. It said all the things that are not that important to your customer. And then on the end of the sign up form, you have 10% off your first order. This should have been the first part of the sign up form. It should be a headline, get 10% off your first order, and then all the other text. So you want to be direct. You don't want to complicate it here. Then the next thing that we have optimized in sign up form that has helped with the opt-in rate is that they had too many fields on their sign up form. They had the first name and some other fields. And what we have done is that we have reduced it to only one input field, which was the email address. I see many e-commerce owners that just try to get as many as possible information on this point. But the thing is that you just want to get their email so you can start sending your welcome email series. And after that, if they buy from you, you will get their first name, you will get their location from Klaviyo, you will get all these things. So you don't need this for the welcome email series. And if you ask too many questions on the sign up form, the friction is going to be higher and therefore less people will opt in. So you get the lower opt-in rate. So reduce the input fields to have them as few as possible. So the next thing that we have done here is that we have improved flows and added new ones. The problem was that their welcome email sequence was only 3 emails long, and we have added 2 more emails. When you see good metrics on your last email, like for example over 50% open rate, 1.5 click rate or more, you want to add more emails to that flow because that's just missed opportunities if you don't send. If you have good metrics and low negative metrics, it means that people are enjoying your emails. So there's really no need not to monetize that and get more money from your flows and email marketing revenue. The next thing is that they were lacking other crucial flows. What we have done is that we have implemented these crucial flows. These flows that I will cover here will help you with your campaigns revenue because they work in synergy. So they were lacking site abandonment flow, they were lacking a browse abandonment flow, they were lacking cart abandonment flow. They have had the checkout abandonment flow, although it was improved. But the thing is that you need all these flows. When you send an email campaign and somebody is on your product page and they don't buy, what happens is that they will get triggered the browse abandonment flow and it will get them back to the product page. And if you send your campaign and somebody adds the product to the cart but doesn't complete the purchase, they're going to get the cart abandonment flow. It's really important that you have all these abandonment flows that work in synergy with your campaigns because that way you will increase your revenue from email marketing. And I see a lot of brands that don't have these flows, so they miss a lot of revenue. Additionally, what we have added here is that we have added the thank you flow for better customer experience. After someone has purchased the product, we'll send them a sequence of valuable emails that educate them about the product, that gives them some tips and tricks and all these things. So essentially what we are doing here, we're not trying to increase the revenue with the thank you email, but all the further campaigns and flows that we will send will have a higher revenue just because their first experience was exceptional with us and you want to make that first impression as good as possible. So also we have added the bounce back flow, cross sales flow, we have added the out of stock and back in stock flows, and these things really helped with increasing the email revenue from flows and also from campaigns. What we have also done is that we have improved their email campaigns and have started sending more email campaigns. So first thing is that their offers were mediocre. It was nothing special. So we have introduced and tested new offers like bundles with a discount or without a discount, free shipping over $100, then spend over $100 and get a free product. And I have prepared you an example from Kylie Cosmetic, how she's utilizing this one, spend over $100 and get a free product. So you can see here we have the free gloss or lip liner set with any order over $55. So this is really a small thing. I will try to zoom it. I'm not sure if you see it, but she's often pushing this kind of offers, and you need to find what offers works the best with your audience, because if you find very good offers, your revenue per recipient will drastically increase. So definitely try that out. Then the next thing is they were sending only 2 to 3 emails per month, and we have increased that to 3 to 4 emails per week. So way more campaigns, and what's really good that even with a way higher volume of emails, we have managed to improve their deliverability, and you will see that in the last section of this presentation. Obviously, by sending more campaigns, you will have more revenue, and even better if you improve your deliverability while doing that. So then the next problem that is that they didn't nurture their list with content emails. They were just like pushing promotional emails, and this is very bad because people will get annoyed with your promotions and stuff. You need to provide them some value, you need to nurture them, and then when you ask them to buy from you, the response is just going to be way better. So we have started sending the content emails. We have improved their domain reputation with ESPs. ESPs are Gmail, Hotmail, Yahoo, and all these email service providers. And it also helps with the higher customer satisfaction. As I mentioned, people enjoy their emails and they anticipate all the future emails. So super important thing. Then the next thing that we have here is that we have applied a better segmentation. They didn't have a clear segmentation. They were selling sometimes to the whole list, sometimes to any segment and stuff. We have done a segmentation based on the business goals. Main segmentations that we have created is engaged 60, so all these guys that are engaged with their emails. Then nearly there, so all these guys that are engaged with emails but still haven't placed their first order. Then we have introduced the VIPs, and then we have introduced NTRM, which stands for Nearly There's Revenue Mover. So these have placed their first order but still haven't bought hero products. So you have that segment of people that are purchasing some products that don't bring you a high profit margin, and you want to start them using your high profit margin products. And this is the segment for that. You want to send them the social proof, you want to send them some good offers and stuff, so you can finally get them into that ecosystem of your high profit products. So for each segment, you should send specific campaigns. Obviously, you can't treat your VIPs and people who haven't placed their first order the same way. So the messaging for these two types of people should be really different. And the last thing is that we have applied the best deliverability practice. Their emails were using only image slices, which is not the best for high deliverability. And we have started using image slices in combination with live text and live buttons. So if you send only images with your emails, Gmail, Yahoo, Hotmail, and all these companies are going to recognize your email as an email that consists only of images. And they might think that there's like high likelihood of being a spam email, and for that reason you might end up in a spam and your deliverability can suffer. So then they were not sending the content emails. I'm repeating this because it's super important. We have started sending the content emails. We have created the ChatGPT prompt that creates blog posts and all these things, and they were highly satisfied with these blog posts that are truly providing the value for them. So the thing is that with all these things, as I mentioned, with higher email sending volume, we have increased the revenue and improved the deliverability to an excellent score. So you can see this is once again the revenue that we have achieved in these 90 days. This is the deliverability score. You can see that in last 2 months we have made it to 90, which is really good. And these are the positive and negative metrics. As you can see, open rate almost 60%, which indicates that we are going to send even more campaigns than click rate, bounce rate, unsubscribe rate, and spam complaint rates. So I would highly suggest you to implement all these things to your email account. And if you'd like us to help you with growing your e-commerce store with email marketing, meta ads, and conversion rate optimization, check the link down below and book a call with me. And like and subscribe if you'd like more content like this. And if you're interested in more case study videos like this, check the next video where I'm breaking down how we have made over $80,000 in 7 days only with campaigns.